Alrighty, so for me, this is kind of the moment of truth. Seeing if my somewhat hard work on this guy has proved its worth. So I went ahead and got the strings put on. Well, generally through the tailpiece. Now for the bridge, and this is just a pretty much like a retrofit bridge. I can't find the original, and it's there. I mean, this thing's so old, and I think these things were fairly cheap. So now, go ahead and string this guy up. See if this neck holds without potentially snapping. I mean, this thing hasn't been properly strung. Anything probably like 20-something years, at least. If I do end up going with this bridge, I do have copper tape coming in that I'm going to be using to bridge a connection to one of the pickup cover screws, and I'll be grounding it that way. I'm also going to have to attempt to intonate this guy, which I'm not sure how well that's going to go. This is crazy, just saying. Oh wow, I still can't believe this happened. So worried this neck's gonna fucking snap. Holy hell. Decently intonated. Close enough. Works for me. Holy hell, this thing is actually doing well. Kind of tempted to try and play it now. Since I gotta eventually take this back off and this. Nah, yeah, let's take this off again. I'm just gonna use a pencil, mark out where the bridge is going to sit. Let's see if I can. Like the 5 million shunt resistors. Does the iron you have work, or does it take care of taking forever heating up over here? It feels like it's Alrighty, peeps, welcome back. I am pretty much at the final stages of fixing this guy up. Since I've decided I'm going to go ahead and use this metal bridge. I'm going to run a piece of copper tape across here on the underside, and I'll go and just take this off since I gotta get ready to do it anyway. I am going to run the tape down here into this little cavity and off down
in here. I'm just gonna take some wire here and do some soldering from the end of the foil tape up to one of the pots up here and just ground it that way. I had read somewhere that there was a guy doing something similar to this and similar to what I'm doing. He ended up using a tom bridge. I'm not going to be doing that. Kind of wish I had, but this thing was 12 bucks, and if I'm going to get a pneumatic bridge, I'm going with a Godot or something really nice quality. I've already kind of spent enough on getting the upgrades for this guy, so I went ahead and strung it up and checked to see how well it was intonated, and it was pretty well on point. So I'm just going to lay the foil tape down. I'm going to go in, I'm just going to screw the bridge into the body, make sure it does well, and we're going to just leave it at that. And then I also went ahead and replaced the output jack on this guy. I want to say this was the original one out of my LTD EC256. So now it should be much smoother on dealing with the cord. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off and open this stuff and start laying down the tape. Oh, I've actually never worked with this before, so this should be a little interesting. And we'll just solder it to this dude. That'll be the easiest to access, I think. That might be. Put some fresh solder on this. Alright, and that should be grounded. I should do it. Hold her down. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Go ahead and get all these screws back in, which these are new screws. These are not the original. There are only like 2 left from the original, which they just were not staying in. So I'll just put it in a baggie and give it to my father, just so we can have original pieces. And once I put this one in, I will start do a different video on installing the bridge and putting the strings on.